Welcome back, and we bring you back now to Baltimore, where One America's Matt Shuck is live with more. Matt, how are the crowds? Are they dispersing, or are you still seeing some resistance?
We're still getting some resistance here. People are chanting no justice, no peace. They plan on staying here, as we heard moments ago. They plan on staying here all night long. We're here. It looks like it's calmed down, but the police are still here in full riot gear. We had the helicopters circling, patrolling around. Sir, do you live in the area?
Yeah, I live in the area. Fuck the police. You already know. They killed my man Freddie Gray. They beat me up. They beat everybody up.
When did they beat you up?
They beat me up every day of the week. Every day of the week. Every fucking day of the week they beat me up. Every day of the week they beat me up. The police. Fuck them.
Are you going to stay here all night?
I'm going to stay here all night till I can't stay here no more.
When we walk, we can see the police are in full riot gear. Excuse me, do you live in the neighborhood?
I can stand for. We're tired of the police doing us wrong. Lock the police up and we will be okay. If you lock the police up,
we want justice on the facts of what happened to him.
Do you live in the neighborhood?
I live everywhere.
Yes, we do live in the neighborhood.
Everywhere.
I lived on the corner where Freddie Gray was at every morning. And the whole time is that boy ain't do nothing to nobody. Justice for Freddie Gray. Freddie Gray, I miss you. James Brown.
Did you know Freddie Gray before?
Yes, I did. And he was a nice person and didn't do nothing to nobody. The whole time, all he did was look that morning. That's the only thing he did wrong was wake up that morning. And that's the only thing he did. The police killed him, and that's it.
What was the feeling about the Baltimore police before Freddie Gray's death?
The police always mess with us. No matter what was going on, they always mess with us right there on North Avenue and Mount Street. They hate us. They want to kill us. The police is out for us. They're not our fucking friend. Oh, sorry. They're not our friend. They're our enemies. And that's it. They killed Freddie. And they're not going to get away with it. This time, they're not going to get away with it. And that's flat out.
Are you gonna stay here past the curfew?
Flat out. I will be here.
Oh, no, we out here.
We ain't going around.
We out
We're not
here.
going in. We do nothing.
What do you want the country to know about tonight?
That the police is killing us. The police is killing us. No justice, no peace. They are out to kill us. You should turn the camera on them right now. They out to fight us. They want to fight all these black men out here. They want to fight them. They out to kill us.
Were you out last night during the protest?
Yes, I was, and I'm gonna be out every night.
Matt, if you can hear me, try and ask her there if this is about Freddie Gray or something greater, Matt, and if she has a message for Freddie Gray, what that message would be, if she could say something.
Is this about Freddie Gray, or is this about something greater?
Baby, don't touch me. About blacks on blacks. They lock us up for nothing, they pull us over for nothing, and we tired of it.
You heard it. Back to you in the studio.
Well, Matt, excuse me, we certainly thank you for being there for us tonight. I'm curious how the police are responding, because in the images I'm seeing there, they look like they're relatively stationary. Have they said anything? Are they mobilizing in any way? What are you seeing?
No, the police are absolutely stationary. They're not talking. They're not doing anything. They are in full riot gear, but they're absolutely stationary. All of the people are back. You can see there's orange cones set up to keep the people back. So for now, everything is relatively calm at the moment.
Okay, 235 arrests, 140 plus vehicles on fire. We certainly know that 20 officers were injured, and their safety remains on the line as well tonight. Thank you so much for that report. We'll check in with you soon. And for those of you watching, what's happening now is a mandatory curfew is about to take place momentarily, but as you can see, the protesters still very much on the street tonight. This curfew is supposed to be imposed from 10 p.m. tonight until 5 tomorrow morning. The governor of Maryland has vowed to eliminate the looting and arson that we saw on Monday. The mayor of Baltimore also called this a very rough period, but was confident that the city would rebound.
Last night was a very rough period for our city, but today I think we saw a lot more of what Baltimore is about. We saw people coming together to reclaim our city, to clean our city, and to help heal our city. I think this can be our defining moment and not the darkest days that we saw yesterday.
At least 20 officers were injured during riots. Authorities say all the officers are doing well, and only one who was struck in the face remains in the hospital. Police are now focused on restoring the peace.
Well, my responsibility as the incident commander that oversees all these responsibilities within the city of Baltimore is to make sure that they act at the level that we have expectations with our citizens and our residents. So we're working through that. I just had a conversation with the colonel of state police. We were discussing how to make sure that we operate appropriately and by the same procedures.
This is the first time the National Guard has patrolled the streets of Baltimore since 1968 after the death of Martin Luther King Jr. And in the present day, volunteers are still cleaning up the wreckage throughout the entire Baltimore area. Residents with brooms and work gloves could be seen lending a hand at the CVS store that we saw was raided the night before and lit aflame, while police in riot gear stood by ready.
Yeah, it definitely surprised me. I thought I'd be one of the few ones out here with a broom, but when I came down, I think I've counted probably at least 50 of them with brooms. And
never been let down by my city. I just think that we need a little guidance, and people are misguided / misinformed. So if they get out here, come help, educate themselves, it'll be a better place.
However, hundreds of protesters are reportedly marching through the streets this afternoon, but officials say the scene remains calm for the most part. And we understand public schools will reopen tomorrow. They were closed today, but the Baltimore Orioles have canceled their home baseball game tonight. And we turn our attention now to other headlines. You're looking there at a live shot, though, over Baltimore. We're keeping our eyes on the city as we get closer and closer to the curfew here of 10 p.m. Welcome back, and still following the breaking news out of Baltimore. That is the scene you're looking there tonight. In just the latest we've learned, according to Baltimore police, there have been reports of at least one officer already injured. And this is after protesters, groups of them, began throwing rocks and bricks. This is taking place in the area of Patapsco and 9th Street. We know that this curfew is fast approaching here. The 10 p.m. curfew only about 10 minutes away. And we understand officers are using bullhorns. That is their plan, to continue using bullhorns to alert protesters that they have to clear the area and they have to do it soon. So as I mentioned earlier, if they don't do it, that is where the situation, already tense, could become even more so. Just to review here, 235 arrests so far, 140 plus vehicles on fire, at least 20 officers wounded, and now with this additional officer, we're up to 21. 2,000 National Guards deployed, 1,000 police officers in the streets of Baltimore. We are seeing a full force effort now to bring this to an end, hopefully a peaceful conclusion this evening, but we'll be bringing you the updates throughout the hour, so keep it here on One American News. And on that, we are out of time for this hour of One American News. But before we leave you, we want to give you the latest from Baltimore. Police are making arrests. And again, this is at the Patapsco and 9th Streets area. And this is after protesters began throwing rocks and bricks at them. One officer injured. More to come here as we keep our eyes on Baltimore for you. What has been a very busy day following a busy weekend. A lot of concern, and we hope to see a peaceful resolution soon. Have a good night. Thank you again. I'm Cassie Leuffen. We'll see you soon.